Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, just unbelievable. You talk about this name on the trophy in Jurgen Klopp's last season as a Liverpool coach, and you see things like that, and you just go, look, what's going on here? What is it that they're drinking in that Liverpool dressing room? Because it's just, I was stunned last week when they won the Carabao Cup when he brings all those kids on against that Chelsea side. I actually thought Southampton might give him a game on Wednesday night. They win that. And then today, again, he's putting a team out that you just think there is a vulnerability there. It's a mismatch again, a team of misfits. And you think, actually, they're going to run, reality's going to bite now. You can't just keep getting these results when you have so many, players out. Looks like they're going to drop points away at Forest. And then added time, Cross comes in. Look, Forest should clear that ball. They've only got themselves to blame. I mean, they'll be gutted that they've lost it at the end, but they should clear that ball. Cross comes in, Nunez, 1-0, and you watch that, and I'm sure Arsenal fans feel the same as we feel as United fans or anybody else. It's Liverpool at the end of the day, and you just go, something's going on here. Something's going on here. That is just, you see that and you go, that's the sort of iconic moment in a season where you go, that those 2 points could be absolutely massive. And I'll tell you what I'm concerned about as well. I mean, as far as I'm aware, this weekend, there hasn't been any bad PGMOL decisions, bad refereeing VAR. But that league table is starting to look like a league table that's going to be very, very, very tight. And I think that the PGMOL need this title to be won by Liverpool or won by Man City by a lot. Because if Man City win this title by 1 or 2 points, don't forget the goal that Newcastle scored against Arsenal, and don't forget the onside goal against Spurs. Can you imagine the ramifications if Man City win this title by 1 or 2 points? It'd be incredible. But look, that's a byproduct. What we're talking about here is that league table. Liverpool are, back in charge of this title race with Man City going to Anfield next week. If they'd drawn today and they're literally a hair's breadth away from drawing, I mean, that game's going to be a draw. It's the last attack of the game. If that goes out for a goal kick, he's going to blow the whistle as soon as the goal kick's taken. So that's basically the last action of the game, and Liverpool have won it. And now they have got that clear gap now where if Man City win tomorrow or Arsenal win on Monday or they both win, Liverpool's still atop. If they draw that game, take 2 points off, they're on 61. Arsenal win, they're above them on goal difference. Man City win, they're above them by a point. So that's how big it is now. It's a three-horse race, a three-way battle for the title, but these fine margins are massive. And I'm telling you now, as a United fan, I've been in many a title race, and you get to this point of the season, and it's not just 3 points. It's not just a late winner. It's a body blow. It's more than that. And, Arsenal and Man City fans would be watching that scoreline going, maybe they're watching it on OneFootball, maybe they're watching it on TV, maybe they're watching it on whatever. They'll be seeing that scoreline 0-0, 0-0. And from about 70 minutes, you'll be thinking Liverpool will get a late winner. And then into the 80th minute, you'll be thinking Liverpool are going to get a late winner. And then into the 90th minute and stoppage time, you're thinking Liverpool will get a late winner. But when it hits 96, you'll be thinking, it's only 2 minutes. Now we're talking. When it hits 98, you'll be thinking, yeah, they've dropped points. And then I'm telling you, Arsenal fans, Man City fans would rather Nunez scores that goal in the first minute. They can deal with that expected win for Liverpool. But when it hits in stoppage time, it's huge because you'll have spent some time thinking this is going to be a big result for us. And then it's snatched away. Psychologically, no Liverpool fan or Jurgen Klopp doesn't want to win it like that. But when you do win it like that, it's more powerful than winning the game to 3 or 4-0 because it's damaging. It's damaging to the morale of Arsenal and Man City. And it's a huge boost for the confidence of your team when you can do that. And that's that's the situation with Liverpool at the moment. There's a momentum around them and there's good players going to come back. I mean, no Trent, no Salah. I mean, Nunez, there's people out and they're still winning games of football. And it's incredible because, you know what? Liverpool have got to go to Prague on Thursday night before they play at Anfield on Sunday. That Europa League tie is just not needed for Liverpool. It really isn't, but it's there. And that's why it was so important that they got the 3 points today. And it's in their hands. It's in their hands. And we're in for a really, really interesting title race. There's no doubt about it. It just keeps twisting and turning all the time. And I'm sure Arsenal will beat Sheffield United on Monday, and I think Man City will win tomorrow. So it just rolls on, doesn't it, to that massive game next week. But yeah, I mean, look, as a United fan, it's hard to see that. You know, we did it for years, but it's hard to see that. But putting that aside, that's football. What I will say is that it's just a testament to the work rate, endeavour, and never stop mentality that this Liverpool side has, and the belief they have as well. That they might not be at their strongest, but they still believe and they still keep pushing, and they've gone and got their rewards at the end. And I think it's a really hard thing to go against for any team at the moment when you face Liverpool. It's this Klopp thing has, almost given them an added unity and momentum and belief, and it's a very, very powerful thing at the moment. They're almost, some people would say, well, it's luck, that they're getting the rub of the draw, etc. But I think it's more than that. I don't think it's luck. I think it's a momentum. It's a belief, and I mean, I'm not surprised that they've done it, but when you look at the problems that they've got and the injuries they've got compared to like Man City and even Arsenal at the moment, they're just pushing all the time. And I mean, look, next week's massive. Man City will look at that and know that they have to win. They have to win that game, and maybe they'll be favourites going into that game. It depends on who Liverpool have back. But Jurgen Klopp will look at their last few wins and go, look, for the injuries that we've had, to be winning those sort of games, absolutely huge. And the title race keeps flipping on, doesn't it? In other action, there were other games. I think for Chelsea, a draw at Brentford, I predicted that. So, Chelsea fans won't be happy, but I predicted that. Fulham beating... I mean, I've got to say, I said this on the podcast yesterday as well. I think De Zerbi's overrated. I do. I think he's overrated. I mean, that's the second time in recent weeks they've been battered away from home by a team that... Fulham beating you 3-0, Luton beating you 4-0. What's the excuse for this then for Brighton then? Why does this keep happening? So look, the fact that De Zerbi's getting linked with the Liverpool job is what I wanted to bring in. Liverpool aren't going to go anywhere near De Zerbi. Brighton are going to want tens of millions of pounds to take him out of his contract, and I just think it's a huge risk. Let Barcelona do it. I don't want United to do it, and I guarantee you Liverpool aren't going to do it either. So an interesting subplot there in relation to the next Liverpool manager. It can't and won't be De Zerbi. I just think he's too much of a risk. It needs another season at Brighton for people to really understand what he's all about. Anyway, get your comments in below. What are your thoughts on that Liverpool win today? It's absolutely massive in the title race. Get your thoughts in below. Are Liverpool putting their name on the trophy, and how impactful is this Klopp resignation on this momentum that Liverpool have? Get your comments in below. I'll speak to you on the next one. Thanks for watching.